Hey guys, it's Yikalo or Jesus in End Time 777 here. I'm bringing you the Word, the Gospel, and of course, this channel is all about world news, end time prophecy, end time events, the return of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. If you know Jeremiah 1963, you're probably like, hey, you stole that from his channel. Yes, because I really think that is a great opening, and I like using it. I like it when he says it. Great guy. But today here I have a special word, and this word is I'm actually talking to teens in particular. I don't really care who listens to the message. I care, but this message is mainly for the teens. But if you're an adult, this can apply to any age group. But I really want to specifically talk to the teens. Because, as I see it, the teens nowadays are so caught up. They're teens. They're not wise. I'm guilty as charged. I'm not even, I'm not wise. But it's like, when you have the Lord, no matter how old you are, when you have the Lord on your side, it's kind of like, you're living a good life. Not easy, but then it's a better life that you're living when you don't have them. So, I'm going to be reading out of 1 Peter chapter 4. The name of this chapter is called Living for God. Okay. Now, once again, if you're a teenager and you're watching this is for you. Please do not pause. This is for you. I feel like the Lord has been calling upon me to speak about this for a couple months now, so it's kind of like I'm going to do it. And I just bless anyone who hears and tries to listen and understand these words so that they may, for those of you who don't know Jesus Christ already and are watching this, I hope that you will be able to open your eyes and see that, we are living in the end times, but before Jesus comes back, he kind of gave us, his followers, his disciples, a list of instructions that we need to do and what we need to learn in order to be ready for his coming, so we won't be left here, because no one wants to be left for the wrath of the Lamb, I'll tell you that much. No. So I'm going to be reading out of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. Here it is. This chapter is called Living for God. Therefore, since suffered in his body, arm yourselves also with the same attitude, because he who has suffered in his body is done with sin. As a result, he does not live the rest of his earthly life for evil human desires, but rather for the will of God. For you have spent enough time in the past doing what pagans choose to do, living in debauchery, lust, drunkenness, orgies, carousing, and detestable idolatry. They think it's strange that you do not plunge with them into the same flood of dissipation, and they heap abuse on you. But they will have to give account to them who is ready to judge the living and the dead. For this is the reason the gospel was preached even to those who are now dead, so that they might be judged according to men in regard to the body, but living according to God in regard to the spirit. The end of all things is near. Therefore be clear-minded and self-controlled, so that you can pray. Above all, love each other deeply. I'm going to stop right there. As we can already see, the teens of today, I have seen so many fights for stupid reasons. At my school, fights because either guys just don't get along, or girls, or, when they fight, it's usually over a guy. They fight because they either got dissed or something. And another thing that bothers me so much is that the music they listen to these days, I was never one to really listen to the music they listen to these days. I don't like them because their message is bad. You've got, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Jay-Z, I don't even know, Kanye Kanye West, whatever. But the reason why I don't like listening to them is because the messages are bad. For me, I like listening to Christian rap. I got that off my dad. We started listening to that about, I'd say I started listening to Christian rap about 5-6 months ago. But before that, I wasn't listening to the stuff they listen to. I'm more of a person. No, I'm not saying that I'm perfect or anything. Please don't be misunderstood. I mean, we all sin. I mean, we've all done things that we shouldn't be proud of. But the music I listened to it wasn't that. I'm telling you, it was usually some type of calm, mellow music, Michael Bublé or something like that. But, I mean, the main deal isn't on the music, but it's on the way we do things in our lives. And the music that they listen to, the reason why it's so important is because it's like they don't know what their message is. I mean, they bump their head to the beat. They sing the lyrics, but it's like, do you really know what these people are saying? And they don't. And, they'll be cussing in their songs, F this, F that, and it's kind of like, you call this music? Are you serious? Are you serious? And so many teens, they know of Christ, but they don't believe or go to church. I was in my history class on Friday. We were talking about Martin Luther and the Catholic Church. And our history teacher was like, so, if anyone goes to church, raise their hand. Or the first question was, if any of you guys have a church, raise your hand. I think me and some other guy raised, me and him, 2 people, or no, it was 3, maybe 2. No, it was 2, sorry. It was about 2 people total, me and some other guy. We raised our hands. I was like, okay, we have churches. 2 people out of, the 27 other students in the class. Then she said, alright, hands down. And then she was like, now that you have a church, raise your hand if you actually go to church. And then I was the only one that raised my hand. I'm looking around, I'm like, wow, that's sad. That is sad. Wow. It's amazing. I mean, even the first question, it was sad. It was wow, not too many people know Christ. And this has been on my mind for a while now. It's kind of been in the back of my head. I was walking home with my friends. It was about a week ago. I was walking home with my friends, and then I was talking I walk home with, it's me and 2 other guys, okay? They live next to me. And I don't want to give out any names, so I'm going to just make up a name. I'm going to just say John, okay? Say John. John asked me, he was like, so, Yukelo, when do you think the world is going to end? And then I was just kind of like, okay. That question, it just kind of came out of nowhere. And then I was like, well, I don't think the world's going to end in 1,000,000 years, I'll tell you that much. And then kind of right then and there, he was like, it amazes me on how, this is what he said, John. He was like, it amazes me on how so many people, it amazes me on how so stupid people are nowadays. That's what he said to me. And I was like, well, that's what my friend said to me. And then I was kind of like, whoa, sheesh. I'm sorry for saying that. He was like, Ikelo, how long has the world been around? Not 2013 years, I'll tell you that. And I was like, well, the world's been around Earth itself has been around for 4.5 billion years. And then he's like, exactly, so why can't you believe that the world is, why do you believe it's not going to end in 1,000,000 years? And then I was being so stupid. I didn't say anything. That's the part I wish I could go back. I haven't even tried to text them because I want to tell them why. I'm so mad. I didn't mention anything about Jesus. I felt a little ashamed of that. He was like telling me, well, how come? And I was like, well, I just don't know. I mean, I don't believe it's going to end I don't even think the world's going to be around even in 1,000 years. Even in 500. I don't believe that. That's all I said, and I'm so stupid, because of what I felt like saying, but I didn't say. Stupid. What I felt like that, and I really felt like saying, well, Jesus is going to come back, he told us, I'm a Christian, this is what I believe, da-da-da-da. But, anyway, get back on topic, that just shows you on how many people don't know Christ. Now, that guy I was telling you about, John, not his real name, but codename, he's an atheist. He is an atheist. And the other dude that was walking with us, he's Catholic, but then again, we have people that claim to be Christians or Catholic, but they don't do anything, go to church, pray, etc. Now, another thing is lust. Lust. I could talk about this all day, but for the sake of time, I'm only going to narrow it down. So, lust. Let's talk about lust. We lust in a lot of things. Money, girls, okay, if you're a guy, girl, men, if you're a girl. We lust in a lot of things. We're always wanting more than we really need to have. Or we're just wanting just for the pleasure of it. Now, it kills me when I see people at school, and there's always that one guy at school who's just always acting cool. He, your typical guy. He's not doing well in school, but he's got the looks. Every girl wants him, and then he gets to pick and choose who he wants. And then after about a week, they get together, they break up. All right, next girl. It always kills me. And I do have guys like that at my school where all they want is the girls. But it's just for about a week or two. They just want to date for about a week. Break up. He got what he wanted. And then he moves on. It kills me when I see people that just think that they're all that when the Bible specifically, come on. Do you really think Jesus was a player? I don't think Jesus didn't even date, but his message to us was, even if you're not married, for teens, I see a lot of teens with girlfriends and boyfriends, but even if you're not married, you're still supposed to treat as if you were married. I, for one, don't have a girlfriend. I'm just speaking on behalf of what I know from the Bible. But if you're gonna get with a girl, get her. Don't get with her because she has the pretty face or the nice body. I'm not gonna get into too much detail about that, but those, lustful and disgusting guys out there know what I mean. So, for the body, don't get her just because she looks good or because she sounds cute. Get her for what's on the inside, eternally. Get her because she's loving, because she's caring, because she makes you happy. Now, it just kills me to see people like that, because there's a lot of people like that at my school. I have a Facebook. I don't really go on it. That's why I don't really, tell people about it, because it's they'll be like, oh, let me add a friend. But, I have a Facebook, and I used to post stuff about that. Don't get a girl just because they look good, or this, and that, but get a girl for what's inside. But people just don't listen. That would get about 3 likes, but then when I see another post on Facebook saying, man, she got a nice, she has a nice ASS or whatever, it gets 60 likes or some mess like that, then I'd be like, teens nowadays need to seriously make up. They need to wake up, my fellow teens, because verse 7, chapter 4, the end of all things is near. Well, based on the millions of videos out there claiming that, the end is near, because it is. I did a video, November through July 2013, End Time Prophecy. The end is near. And the reason why I give this message to the teens, because God wants me to, and also because I do want to wake them up. The end of all things is near, so we need to be ready. And if you're not ready, what's going to happen? You're not going to be the one being raptured, or you're not going to be the one to go into heaven, do you want Jesus to say, when you go to heaven, when you die and you go to heaven, do you want Jesus to say, well done, my fellow servant, you did well? Or do you want him to say, depart from me, I never knew you? Like, you never believed in me, and even if you did, you probably never asked for forgiveness, you kept continuing in your ways. Now, I was like that. I was like always about my business, always about wanting to do what I wanted to do, didn't care about what anybody else thought. Even when I was presented with the Bible, I was kind of like, forget this is, stupid. And then finally, I got a wake-up call. I was depressed one day because I was like, oh man, no girls like me, and I've been trying so hard. Then I finally just realized, I was like, why do I even try? The Lord has been giving me signs and things to look for that shows that He's near me, but I've just kind of, I looked at Him, and I'd be like, okay, God, get out of here. I want to do what I want to do. But it's not about me. That's what I came to realize. It's not about me. It's not about the girls. It's not about the money. It's not about the shoes. It's not about anything. It's about Him, the Creator, the one who created it all. But yet, so many people want to be closed-minded and disgusting. I hate it when people say disgusting every single sentence I hear at school. And I guarantee this. Every single day, I'm always hearing N-word. I'm always hearing F this. I'm always hearing just disgusting remarks. That's what she said. That's a quote. Disgusting. People say it all the time, like, oh man, this is really hard to do. Forgive me for what I'm about to say here. Like, for example, we'll be doing homework or something in class. I'll be sitting here, writing my stuff, doing my classwork, and then I'll be like, oh man, I'm stuck on number 8. This is really hard. And then some pervert would be like, that's what she said. And then I would be like this. And even some of my friends, I'll be like looking at them like, dude, really? And they'll be like, dude, why are you getting mad? What's wrong? Or they'll be like, oh my gosh, dude, you're. And then this is it says right here, they think it's strange that you do not plunge with them into the same flood or dissipation, and they heap abuse on you. Well, because I am part of Christ and I'm trying to not think those disgusting thoughts that the rest of the world thinks. Oh, it's worse than that. That was just a little sample. But because of that, they think it's strange that I don't be like or do like them. There's many people that probably think I'm a Jesus freak. I was sitting, because I'm in an AVID program, and we do these seminars or whatever, and we usually have some type of person, special person come to our school, some person, usually a firefighter or something, and they talk to us about the job and how they got there. And one time our class went to one of those seminars, and when I was sitting down, it was a Friday, and then I was like, oh man, I'm so excited, I can't wait, because after this, it was the last period of the day, it was 6th period, and we're about to be talked to by some, I forgot who it was, but we were about to be talked to by some special person. And I was like, man, I can't wait, because I have church after this. And then this girl in front of me looks at me, scoffs, like, really? Are you serious? Or, really? Really? Turns around, tells her friend, she's like, did you hear what he said? He said he wants to go to church. That's stupid. And the girl in front of me who was saying those things had a cross around her and had a necklace around the neck that had a cross. She was Catholic. And why did she do that again? To please man? To be funny? Either way, even if that's not funny. That's making fun of God. Oh, he's going to church. He's about to go praise the Lord. What a Jesus freak. I have been called that before, and I don't care. Because whatever happens on this earth ultimately doesn't matter. The only thing that matters on this earth is whether you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior and you've believed. That's the only thing that matters on this world. It doesn't matter about the girls, how many A's you get in school, what you've done, who's going to be at that party tonight. It doesn't matter about any of it. None of that matters. All that matters is that you are living for God and only for God. There is no other God but me. It's from the Bible. He is the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Even if there are other gods, they're bowing to that one God. Oh yeah. But there isn't any other God. But if there were, there you go. King of Kings, Lord of Lords. But the people in our day and age, they need to stop. The teens, I tell my friend, dude, part of becoming a Christian, you gotta stop being of the world. You gotta stop looking at those girls on your phone, naked girls on your phone. Is that what Jesus would do? Is that what Jesus would do? If Jesus was sitting right next to you, do you think he'd be like, hey, wow? Or do you think he'd be like, that is not the way. What are you doing? I taught you better than this. My friends, they would show me pictures of naked girls or stupid, just stupid pictures. And, I've seen other people that have just been, the youth, I don't know what they're stuck in. I mean, they're so closed-minded into what's good, into what's hot, what's the latest deal, what's this, what's that. But I bet if I walked into my school, knowing my school, we do have a Christian club, so I'm not saying every single teen out there is just oblivious. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that if I were to walk into my school and walk into any class, I guarantee if I said, the end of the world is near, or, hey, did you know the world's going to end very soon? They'd probably look at me like, you're a loon. You're a lunatic. What are you talking about? English class. There's just so many examples. English class. I was in my English class. My English teacher, he's a Jew. He's Jewish. So he said, okay, how many people know the story of baby Jesus? Only 4 people out of the 30 in that class raised their hand. Only 4. That just shows you that not too many people are familiar with Christ. I'm not saying that's bad, because as Christians, we can fix that. We can talk to these people. Hey, do you know the Lord? Do you know why he came? You know what he died for? Stuff like that. But then it's bad in the case of running out of time. That's the only part that's bad. We don't have much time, so this is why we need to reach the community and reach it now. I personally believe that Jesus Christ will be this is what I personally believe. I believe that he will be back within the next 50 years. Within 50 years, I bet you Jesus Christ could show up. Maybe shorter. Some people believe that he could show up any time now. Any second. No man knoweth the day or the hour, but being a post-tribber, I'm not hating on any pre-tribbers. Once again, the gospel is not when he comes, but just based on what I believe and what I've been taught, what I think, I believe that Jesus is coming soon. Not this year, not next year, but soon. So I just hope that all the teens, all the youth will listen, because they're so stuck in their ways of disgusting, perverted mind. I pray. I just pray. All I can do is pray, and I could talk to them. But those who are willing to listen, let them listen. Those who are willing to reject and continue to reject, let them reject. Because when they are standing before Christ on Judgment Day, they will weep and they will cry. Same thing. But they will cry and they will mourn, because they will realize that they themselves just rejected a free ticket to heaven to be with the Father. All you have to do, it's simple. All you have to do is believe. It's hard being a Christian, don't get me wrong, Christians out there. It is hard. We get made fun of and everything, but are you willing to take that risk? To believe in Jesus Christ? He's real. Like chemistry teachers and atheists. He made fun of the Noah's Ark book. He was telling us, his class, yeah, a lot of things happen at my school. They're either just shunning, Jesus. He was making fun of Noah's Ark. He said, I like the moral of the story Noah's Ark, but the story itself is stupid. What kind of guy can get every animal of each, 2 of each onto this ark and build this whole ark? What? No. And then I was kind of like, I don't want to hear this. I really don't. Atheists out there, they can scold, they can talk, they can persecute, they can slander any one of us, any single way they want. But they will not, they will never change me. I'll be a martyr. I'll be a martyr. I don't care what they do to me. Because when you kill me, when you slander, when you cuss, whatever you want to do, I really don't care. Whatever you do to me, you're only getting this part. You're only getting the physical body. You're not getting my spirit. For what is the fear of men? Why should we fear men when God is in control? Something to think about. I don't care what these people do, but the youth needs to wake up. Stop being stuck in your old ways. Give your life now to Jesus Christ while there's still time, because you never know. You never know. You just never know. Could not wake up tomorrow. You could get in a car crash tomorrow. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you just never know what can happen. So we have to be thankful. We have to believe. For the atheists out there, for those who don't believe and just think Jesus Christ is some invisible sky daddy, as I have heard. Blessed, this is to you, atheists, teen atheists, any atheists. Blessed are those who have not seen, but have believed. See, man says, this is what man says. Show me and I'll believe you. Show me and I'll believe you. Seriously, there's a God, show me. But God says, believe me and I'll show you. Believe me and I'll show you. Man is, if you show me, I'll believe you. Until you don't, if you don't show me, I can't believe you. Where's the evidence? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I have an atheist friend who got in an argument with me last year, or tried to get in an argument with me last year, about how there was no God, and if there's a God, why do bad things happen to people? Well, let me tell you, God, there is Satan, and then you have God. God is a man of love. We have free will. Because of free will, it's a gift, but it's also a curse. We have free will because we can choose whatever we want to do. But then you have to learn how to use that free will. Are you going to believe in God, or are you going to go about your way? There's no God. I'm an atheist. We are the God of ourselves. No, you're not. You can believe it. You can make fun of all the Christians you want, but it's never going to change the fact that you are from a creator, and you're going to either heaven or hell. That's it. That's it. Whether you want to believe it, like it, or not. That's it. There's no other way to put it. I don't care what you guys say. There's no other way to put it. Whatever. So, I just hope that the teens hear this, especially. I do have a friend subscribed to this channel. One of my best friends, actually. So I hope he gets to hear this message, and for all those who are watching. This is a very, very important message, and I think it's probably one of the most important messages that I've done since my channel making, which is last month or so. But that's all I have today. I hope those of you who don't already know me, as I said, my name is Ekalo, Jesus in End Time 777. If you liked this video and you want to learn more about Christ, please subscribe. Please. Time is running out, and we need all the people we can to hear the truth and accept it. Not just hear, but also accept the truth, because the truth Jesus. Jesus said, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. No one can come through the Father except through me. This is Jesus in End Times bringing you the good word and the gospel. I wish all you guys, I don't think I'll be able to do a video tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. I have to go to church, and I have some homework to do. But I will return Monday, and I will be doing my video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, I'll see you guys later, but thank you for listening to this long message. It's 8:08 right now, but thank you for listening to this long message, and I hope to see you guys in heaven. Thank you, and good Lord willing, see you again Monday.